So are you getting the sense of this? So you want to quiet your mind, because when you quiet your mind, you allow your vibration to rise to the equivalency of your inner being. Why is that a good thing? Because your inner being knows everything you want and is standing in that vibrational place as a point of attraction where everything that you want is culminating. And when you allow your vibration to rise and you find vibrational equivalency with your inner being, then what happens to you is you're standing in that same point of attraction where you're in the receptive mode, where you get impulses, so you get to witness your thoughts turning to things. You get to see the manifestations taking shape. And why is that important? It isn't. It's just fun. It's not important. It's just more fun to watch things come into being. The most fun thing in the world. It is our promise to you. The thing that you will feel the most exhilarated about, the thing that will give you the most satisfaction and the most pleasure, is to have lived some life and know what you don't want and know what you do want, and have done it enough that you're pretty sure about what you do want. And then to meditate and quiet your mind, so during that time you're not clamoring in resistance to what you want, which means you're in closer vibrational proximity to it. And because you are in vibrational proximity to it, ideas and impulses come to you which you feel compelled to act on, which then show you evidence of the progress you're making. That is so fun. When you set an intention for something and then you get to witness the universal forces that are always working on your behalf, and you witnessing them because you're letting yourself be the receiver of the evidence of the progress of your intention, there's nothing more exhilarating than that in all of the universe. And there is nothing less exhilarating than to want something that you don't let in and then complain about it day after day after day after day, not letting it change, just letting the desire get bigger. Every time you complain about something, your desire gets bigger. So now consider this. This is a vibrational fact that you are ready to hear right now, maybe for the first time you've ever heard it. When you in your life are causing a problem to come into focus, you are causing a solution to come into focus. And who's focused on the solution? Your inner being. How are you going to get access to that? You got to find vibrational equivalency with your inner being before the solution's going to come. And if you're beating the drum of the problem all day, you'll never find the solution. We're not asking you to go into deep meditation and just stay there so that you can receive answers. We're asking you that 15 minutes every day, you make a small effort or attempt to listen to something that is not interesting, to allow your mind to become inactive enough that your vibrational frequencies are allowed by you to rise to who you really are just for a little bit. And when you do that, things will happen in that day that would not have happened otherwise. You'll have insights in that day that you would not have had otherwise. Things will go better for you in that day that would not have gone better for you otherwise. You'll have evidence of the manifestations coming into being that you wouldn't have had otherwise.
It's like play. You feel like joy. You feel like the interaction with
You feel
source.
joy instead of stubborn.
Yeah.
You feel happy instead of tense. You feel eager instead of tired. You feel clarity instead of confusion. It's just a much better day. And let's say that some of you who maybe haven't been meditating, or have and then stop, or don't do it regularly, let's say that our sales job has convinced you that this might be a good idea because it's the only way. Because law of attraction won't let you loose otherwise. So let's say we convinced you and you began meditating, and you began noticing that on those days that not only did you just feel better, but there was more fun because there was more evidence of you allowing the universe to work on your behalf. So you feel a little more blessed, you feel a little more understood, you have more fun. It's a better day. And then let's say you wake up on a morning, you didn't plan it very well, your phone started ringing, and you got into the day and you didn't meditate. And that day is a different kind of day. That day sort of sucks in subtler ways. But then on another day you meditate and it's a better day. And then you meditate and it's a better day. And your days get better and better, and then you don't meditate and it's not as good a day. And you put it together. Receptive mode on Monday, not receptive mode on Tuesday. Receptive mode on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Saturday was awesome. Sunday, I slept in because I was drunk last night, didn't meditate, and didn't go very well that day. In other words, you start noticing the correlation between you allowing yourself to find your receiving mode and you not allowing yourself to find your receiving mode. And then you start noticing, maybe saying it only to yourself and maybe saying it to others. When I meditate, it's like there's a whole cadre of assistants that follows me around. It's like there's someone that is moving ahead of me, just getting things out of the way. And on days that I don't meditate, it's more like I'm out there on that raw and ragged edge all by myself. Because it's attraction, 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 attraction. And so this is a question that we want you to put to yourself, and we've never talked about this with any group ever before. We've never said it this clearly. Is my point of attraction more because I'm over here, or is my point of attraction more because I'm over here? If you've meditated, it's more because you're over here. And if you're over here where your inner being is and where all the things you want are, then the things that you want are coming into fruition. They're coming into the light. They're coming into your consciousness. They're coming into your awareness. You're starting to see them and see them and see them and see them. A way to talk about this that you might hear more easily on the negative side, on the flip side of this, is Jerry and Esther, as they were driving around in their monster bus, a lot of miles crossing the nation, crisscrossing it back and forth year after year. And they would go for a period of time and never see an accident, never see one happen, never come up on one after the fact, never get close to one. They're happening all over the nation, but nowhere near they were, because it's attraction, attraction, attraction. And then something would get their attention, somebody would be talking about it, they'd see something on television, and then they'd come up after one. Or they'd see someone swerve and hit the fence. And then Jerry and Esther would say to one another, it's getting a little close. We must have it activated in our vibration again. You get what you think about. And so don't you want to be in the proximity where the things that are important to you and the things that you want and the things that are lovely and the things that are beautiful and the things that are praiseworthy, don't you want that to be what's active in your vibration?
Yeah, but